You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in. All right, man. So sad morning. Bring you guys this news. My condolences to the family and loved ones of the Reverend Jesse Jackson, Sr., who has passed away on this day. And just very sad about the situation for Reverend Jesse Jackson. Um, Reverend Jesse Jackson is 84 years old. 84 years old, man. Um, he was the most prominent American civil rights activist. He was a Baptist minister, politician, um, and he played a major role in the civil rights movement, um, economic powers, uh, empowerment efforts he had. Uh, you know, he was in the Democratic politics, and he often built on the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Um, and so he grew up in the segregated South, and he adopted the surname Jackson from his stepdad early in his life, teenage years. He was a student athlete. He had graduated from Sterling High School. He initially had attended the University of Illinois on a football scholarship before transferring to North Carolina A&T State University. And, he got a BA in sociology in 1964. Now, he had began theological studies at Chicago, a theological seminary, but paused them to focus on civil rights activism. And so he had later completed a Master of Divinity degree in the year of 2000. He married Jacqueline Brown in 1962, and they had 5 children, including Jesse Jackson Jr., a former U.S. representative, and Jonathan Jackson, an activist and later politician. Now, Reverend Jesse Jackson, his activism began as a student early in the 1960s. It included leading sit-ins and protests to desegregate facilities in Greensboro, North Carolina. In 1965, he joined marches in Selma, Alabama with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, better known as the SCLC. And he basically, Dr. King had appointed him to lead the Operation Breadbasket in Chicago in 1966, right? And he was a national director by the very next year. Now, an SCLC program focused on economic empowerment for Black communities through boycotts, job opportunities, and what we call business development. Reverend Jesse Jackson was with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in Memphis back on that fateful day in April the 4th, 1968, when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. And he was on the balcony at the Lorraine Motel and became a visible figure in the aftermath. Now, in 1971, Reverend Jesse Jackson left the SCLC amid tensions and founded Operation Push, right, which was People United to Save and Serve Humanity in Chicago, emphasizing economic justice, education, and self-reliance for minorities. Now, in 1984, Reverend Jesse Jackson had founded the National Rainbow Coalition to build multicultural alliance of the poor, workers, women, LGBTQ people, and minorities, and merged with Push in '96 to reform the Rainbow Push Coalition, which he led for decades, advocating for voting rights, affirmative action, labor rights, and global justice. He ran for the Democratic presidential nomination in 1984 and 1988, historic campaigns, and his most successful by an African American at the time. In 1988, he had won several primaries and caucuses, and he finished second in popular vote and delegates at points and registered millions of new voters. Now, his powerful oratory, including the famous Keep Hope Alive slogan energized progressive coalitions. Now, he served as a shadow senator, for the District of Columbia in 91 through 97, lobbying for D.C. statehood and voting rights. Now, the Reverend Jesse Jackson became known for hostage negotiations and diplomacy, securing the releases of U.S. Navy pilot Robert Goodman in Syria in 1984, Americans in Kuwait in 90 and 91, and prisoners of war in Yugoslavia in 99. Now, he advocated for peace in the Middle East, Africa, and elsewhere. He received numerous honors, including Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2000 from President Bill Clinton, France's Legion of Honor in 2021, and honorary degrees. Now, in later years, the Reverend Jesse Jackson continued advocating through Rainbow Push, supporting voting rights, extensions, and social justice. Now, he faced health challenges, including Parkinson's disease, which he was diagnosed back in 2017, and progressive supranuclear palsy, right? Um, to ma'am who's in here, this ain't the day for that shit. I don't even want to talk about that today. That's not the day to bring that shit in here. A man passed away, and you sitting here running your damn mouth, sound like a damn fool with no respect. Have some respect. Have some goddamn common decency, lady. The hell is wrong with you? The man ain't here no more. You ain't here talking shit. Sit down and shut the hell up. The hell is wrong with you? You got no respect. This man just lost his life. And you coming here talking about something, well, hey, man, sit down and shut this. You ain't got nothing good to say. Get your ass out of here. Who the hell goes to a funeral and starts complaining? The hell is wrong with these people in this world we live in? It's sick, disgusting, twisted people. Just disgusting. You want somebody to go to your funeral and talk shit about you? The hell is wrong with these people? Hey, RIP, but he have pussy illegal. You may be illegal. For all we know, the hell is wrong with you? Years later, Reverend Jesse Jackson continued advocating through Rainbow Push, supporting voting rights, extensions, and social justice. He faced health challenges, including Parkinson's disease, diagnosed in 2017, and progressive supranuclear palsy. Now, Reverend Jesse Jackson's legacy endures as tireless advocate for racial, economic, and social justice, bridging civil rights activism with electoral politics and international human rights. You know, and I just want to say RIP to the Reverend Jesse Jackson, man, and my condolences to his family. You know what I'm saying? You don't come in when somebody lose their life like that who actually put in service and just run your mouth and just start talking crazy. You ain't got nothing good to say. Don't say nothing at all. Period. We ain't see him in the Epstein files. You want to come talking this trash. We didn't see him in the Epstein file. So cut it out. So yeah, RIP to Reverend Jesse Jackson, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, y'all already know what it is, man. You know, you might not agree with everything he did. But here's the thing right here, right? Did you do half of what he did in his lifetime? Have you done a portion of what he did? Some people don't even put in no work. They just come run their mouth. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. We are living in such a political world that a man, like I said before, I'm gonna say this again, man. This man ain't in the Epstein files, but you come in here talking that trash. The man lost his life. Salute to everybody. He wasn't. I read the list last night to the person who said he was. He was not. He was not accused of anything salacious. I read the list last night. And you can't tell me I didn't because I got the list right here. You got the list right there. Right? So, yeah, man. Like I said before, man, these people are man, bro. I'm just telling y'all, man. Some people who give their life for service to serve people, bro. Everybody not gonna agree with you on everything. That's the problem I got with people. Y'all, man, bro. This is crazy work to me. You talking about somebody who actually was out here in these streets. Jesse Jackson was out here early. The man was right there with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. when he got assassinated. And so, again, I didn't always agree with the Reverend Jesse Jackson. But I'm not finna come in here today and dog the man out like he was some type of outright demon to the world or something like that. This ain't Jeffrey Epstein. Hey, girl, gonna come in here and say that. It's just a disgrace. It really is a sad situation. It's a disgrace that you can't even just have some peace on the day a man passed away. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me, man. That's like somebody going to somebody's funeral and talking trash. Why go to their funeral? But some of y'all devious like that. Some of y'all devious like that. You know? And so again, man, like I said, is my condolences to his family. Man put in real work. You might not agree with everything that he said or he did, but the man put in real work, man. You know? He was out there in them streets, man, putting in real work. So, RIP to him and my condolences to his family and loved ones. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't mean to go off like that, man. I'm not finna come, so let somebody come here in a live chat while I'm watching. And a man who put in a lifetime work of service and just start talking crazy about this man on the day he passed away. This man they ain't even put this man in the ground. They sitting over here. Bro, this is crazy work. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Salute to all of you guys, man. Condolences to his family. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to agree with everybody on every single thing. It don't always have to be about politics and all this other stuff. It don't have to be. Everybody's not going to agree on all the same policies and stuff. I don't agree with a lot of stuff that Reverend Jesse Jackson was, about. I'm not going to get deep into it today. But he did a lot of good things. Right? Just like some people I might not agree with may do a lot of good things. Right? So, salute everybody for tapping on in, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. RIP, Reverend Jesse Jackson, age 84. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.